What's going on? I'm Ed Butler with 1701 Homes, back again with another home tour video. This is one of our most recent finished flips that just sold on market. We're going to be touring with you here with my man Bryan. In just a minute, he's going to let us in and walk us through all the different stuff that we had to do in this house, and then hopefully pick up some ideas or some thoughts on this beautiful creation. Let's check it out.
Hello everybody, Bryan here. So we are in Dearborn, Michigan. Welcome to our latest finished flip. I want to talk with you about the house. It's in Dearborn, Michigan. It's a brick bungalow. We purchased it about 3 months ago for $170,000. We put about $40,000 into it, and we are pending right now at $282,500. So we're about a week or so away from closing. All being said on this one, everything went incredibly smooth with everything that we did. I'd love to show you. Come take a look. I don't know if you noticed it on the way in, one of the things that we had to do on this particular property is the porch cap was completely jacked up, cement was broken, and we had to completely replace the porch. So that was one of the big things that we had to do over here. Everything else we've done in this house turned out beautifully. I love this house. Walk in. Here's the living room. We've done, we changed out all of the tile, painted everything white, laid new tile, and it just makes for a really stunning kind of entrance. And then as you walk over here, you'll notice that typically what we're doing is we're staining the hardwood floors. We stain them dark. It covers up a lot of imperfections. It looks really nice with the paint color that we chose. So it looks really good. Typically we're spending about $3 a square foot when we sand and stain these floors. And then when you walk into the kitchen, one of the things that we were trying to figure out is, do we leave the cabinets, are we just doing open shelves? In this particular situation, we put cabinets on there. That was kind of our team's recommendation, and I think it came out beautifully. I love the cove and the arch like that. I think it just kind of showcases it really nicely. Every house that we do stainless steel appliances. Typically a package of 4 with the dishwasher, the microwave, the stove, and the fridge. Run us, it used to be $2,100 before kind of the COVID, appliance shortages. Now it's closer to $2,300, $2,400. That's delivered and installed for us. But we're doing a lot of appliances and a lot of houses, and because of that, we get really, really good deals on our appliance packages. We installed new cabinets, and typically, just to give you a rule of thumb on the cabinets, it's typically $100 to install a cabinet for us, and then we generally spend, it's about $100, a little bit more, $150 for a cabinet like this. So cabinet and installation, about $200 to $250, just depending on size. Obviously, if it's a bigger cabinet, those go up. And then you'll notice in here, put down the quartz countertop. Looks beautiful. We do granite or quartz in just about every home that we do. The more inexpensive houses and the higher end. On the more inexpensive, it feels like a luxury. And what happens is when you're in these more inexpensive homes and you come in and you see granite in there, you feel like you're buying a house that is at a higher price point, and it just makes you feel good. So it's a good feeling for all price points. And then when you get a little bit higher priced property, like this one sold for $282,000 in Dearborn, then you start to update it with quartz instead of granite and kind of make the kitchen a little bit nicer. The other thing that we did in this kitchen is there was a wall right here, and it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but we call this a window. You have the door here. When you can open a window, it just makes this whole area feel a little bit better. And if you come into the little dining room that we have here, and as you spin around and look into the kitchen, what you're gonna see is that this window does an amazing job of just making it feel really open. And it's not a big deal. You're basically just removing, a 4x4 section of drywall, and then we always put like a little overhang on here. So if you wanted, you could put a dark bar stool if you wanted to, or it's just a place to throw your keys and kind of hang out. Okay, come on, let's go check out the bathroom. This house has a main bathroom on the first floor, and it's got a half bath on the upstairs portion. One of the things that you'll notice in the bathroom, we didn't go crazy. So these houses in Dearborn, they have, I call it the 50s tile. You know, it's a little 4x4 tile. It's typically brown or pink or green or blue or yellow. You just go through, we spray this white, just make it nice and clean. The tile's in great shape, so no need to get rid of it, especially at this price point. Came through, we put 2 Edison light sconces in here. Everything that we do when we do dark floors is typically going to be oil rub bronze. And so we're coming through, putting the oil rub bronze fixtures and faucets in. And then we did the same thing over here. I mean, we sprayed everything white. We did nothing special with the tub and shower. This is absolutely an expectation in this part of Dearborn at this price point. So nothing super crazy. We did an LVP flooring. Typically the LVP luxury vinyl plank costs us about $6 a square foot. So a room like this, I mean, you're talking, you know, 7 feet by 4 feet wide, call it 30 square feet. At $6 a square foot, it's like $200 to get this. And we just go right on top of the old tile floor. It's nice and level. It was nice and level, so we were able to do it. When it's not, you have to fill it in. But in this particular case, nice and easy. And for $200, you have a nice modern looking floor. So we come back here, you got 2 bedrooms on the main floor. Standard bedroom over here. On this side, bedroom number 2. What you're gonna see is we have a door to the exterior. There's a porch out there that we'll show you. But one of the things, the floors were really kind of messed up, and a part of the floors being messed up, this house was incredibly dirty. So what wound up happening is the walls were really kind of in bad shape. So you can do a lot of things. You can rip all of the drywall down and redo absolutely everything. Or what we chose to do in this particular case is we took this beadboard, put it up over kind of the walls. They're tattered. There's no mold or anything like that. It just doesn't look very good. So we cleaned up the wall behind it, put the beadboard on, painted it, trimmed it out, and it looks fantastic. And so some of the character pieces that we left in here are kind of the glass knobs. In this particular area, people really like kind of that character. So the old 50s character that goes with that. So we're gonna go upstairs now. Upstairs is the main bedroom and a half bath. And what you'll see is that we went through, spent a lot of time just making sure the paint was right, carpeted. Come and take a look. Okay, so up here in the main bedroom, one of the things that we have up here is hardwood floor. So we kept the hardwood floor. A lot of these older houses from the 50s, they have hardwood floor throughout. So whenever that's the case, it has been our strong recommendation to everything is hardwood right now. So keep it, sand it, stain it, and it looks great. So you come in here, and then, so you got your little like office area, maybe a makeup area, and then you come through here and you got the main kind of bedroom, and then in the back corner, you have your little half bath over here. So it's not a full bath. Nor did we, we had the ability to put a shower in, but we just realized, when you're looking at doing this, everything is, price versus reward. So how much time, effort, and energy is it going to take to put in a shower? And then how much more will people pay to have a master bathroom, like a full master up here? And we did the math and it didn't make sense. So we left it, and the house sold incredibly quick regardless. Okay, so we're down here in the basement. One of the things that we do, we call this 1701ing the basement, and not everybody agrees with this particular tactic, but let's talk about what we do. So we'll come through, we'll spray the ceiling black, and even if the ceiling is finished, if it's finished like with old like tile and it's in really good shape, we might paint the tile white, but most of the time we wind up ripping everything down. We spray this black. One, it allows you a little bit higher head height, and then the other thing that it allows you to do is to put like these can lights in. So the can lights make a huge difference for lighting, keeps it nice and open, and it works out really well. So we spray the ceiling black. Typically in the basement, you know, we're around like $900 with material to spray the entire basement black. Then we'll do the walls, and we just do it wall color for whatever we have upstairs. So we paint the walls so it doesn't look like old, like cinder block or anything like that. But then here is the thing that we do. So when we can, we put carpet in the basement as much as humanly possible. And the reason why we do it, it feels warm, we feel like it looks good, feels finished, and we think it looks great. If we buy the house and we come down here and there's water down here, you know, one of the walls are leaking or we have a foundation situation, then we don't. Then we do an LVP, like you can kind of see in the laundry room right there. That's a rolled vinyl, so it's not a LVP. But if there's water down here, then we just stick with carpet. Some people say, so there's both sides of the coin on this. So some people say, I would never put carpet in the basement. It could leak, it's gonna cause problems. I've had somebody say, carpet's down here, what are you covering up? And like, we just don't look at the world through that lens. We look at this as like, wow, this is a finished space. You know, I could see, you know, throwing a flat screen TV up here, putting a couch right here. You know, this could be a kid's room, this could be a game room. This feels like a really finished space that's just extra free space. Doesn't cost us very much. Between the carpet and the vinyl in there, I think it was about $3,000, so not very much. $900 on the ceiling, paint the walls. Typically, you know, we're anywhere in between, I don't know, $250 to $350 a room to paint. So we would say this is 1, 2, maybe three rooms worth of paint. So it's going to cost you maybe $900. So $1,800 in paint, $3,000 in flooring. You know, you're at like $5,000, and this feels like a brand new usable space. So let's take a look at the laundry room. So one of the things that we do in every laundry room, as much as humanly possible, we will come through and we'll vinyl the laundry room. You spend a lot of time in here. You're taking your clean clothes, and one of the things that we try not to do is typically there's old cement floor, old tile floor, something like that. It just feels old and kind of dirty, right? So you don't want to take your nice clean laundry out and then like throwing it all over the dirty floor. Not like you throw your laundry on the floor anyway, but you still don't want that kind of grubby feeling. Now you can come down here without any shoes on or socks, come here, do your laundry, feel clean about it. The other thing that we do is we'll take these old cement wash tubs, and you can see on the inside it's like cement, but on the outside we spray them black. Looks fantastic, looks great. We don't have to replace anything, keep all the old plumbing in play, and it really kind of saves time, effort, and energy. One of the things that we did here is we carried the vinyl all the way through to this side, and I just want to give you a little like flip tip. I wouldn't have done that next time. We kind of made a mistake. We would have typically stopped the vinyl right here, and then we would have painted the floor that way. So the vinyl typically runs, an LVP typically runs for us $6 a square foot installed with the material. So we spent, if you do $6 a square foot going that way, spent almost $1,000 flooring a room that's kind of blocked by the furnace, that's really not going to have like any value whatsoever. So we probably lost money on that section of the house, but where we didn't lose money is the laundry room, the basement, and the rest of the stuff. And then the other thing you'll notice, we put cam lights in as much as possible, and that goes with having the open ceiling again, which makes it super easy. Generally speaking, it's about $100 a light to get installed, and it just feels great. Nice and airy, clean, and bright down here.
Well, that's it from us here at the 1701. I hope you enjoyed our tour, breaking down a little bit of numbers, Bryan giving you a little bit more of an inside peek at everything that goes on here. So this one will be coming to market pretty soon. Be on the lookout for our next videos. We're going to be putting them out weekly, showing you everything what it's like to do to have the flipping reality right here in Michigan. If you ever want to check us out, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below, or reach out to us at 1701homes.com.